So NFTs are just collectibles. They just happen to be digital. You know, if you go to the Louvre in Paris and look at the Mona Lisa, 99% of people are just going to say, that's just a picture of some old lady, right? You know, that's been around forever, and people have assigned value to it. You know, a lot, and the 1% are going to think it's the most beautiful piece of art that they've ever seen. NFTs are the exact same thing. It's just, you know, a collectible that happens to be digital.
In a recent interview, American billionaire investor, TV personality, and Shark Tank celebrity Mark Cuban discusses the peculiarities of non-fungible tokens, or NFT. He explains that non-fungible tokens are digital collectibles with many advantages over physical collectibles. Cuban, who last month compared the crypto crash to the early internet lull, also speaks about the qualities of crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The billionaire investor once said he preferred to have bananas than buy cryptocurrencies. But now he has around 80% of his non-Shark Tank investments in cryptocurrencies with the intention to add the remaining 20% if the assets dip lower. From unique NFT to Bitcoin and Ethereum, Mark Cuban is now one of the loudest advocates of the digital assets space. We will now take you to Cuban's interview, but before we do, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comments, thoughts, and observations in the comment section below. Thanks, and enjoy the video.
And the advantage of it being digital are severalfold. One, you can't mess it up, right? You know, if you have a baseball card, if you have a poster, if you have an Andy Warhol piece of art, you know, there's always that chance that something's going to get screwed up. There's a famous story about Steve Wynn from Wynn Hotels in Vegas, and he had a $130 million piece of artwork he was going to sell, and he tripped, or somebody tripped and poked a hole in it. You know, so there's always that risk. And, you know, with an NFT, it's digital. So there's no risk. There's no risk when you sell it. There's no risk when you transfer it. You can transfer it immediately. So if you create an NFT or I create one and you want to buy it, it takes about 2 seconds for the transaction to happen. So there's no transfer risk. You don't have to worry about the quality. You know, we can go through a whole list of why an NFT has advantages as a collectible, but it always comes down to demand.
Yeah.
You know, art, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Value is in the eye of the beholder. Demand is in the eye of the buyer. And so if you can create an NFT that has demand, then it's going to be worth something. 99% of NFTs that are created, like 99% of art, like 99% of music, like 99% of the people who say, oh, I could teach that Peloton class and get everybody rolling, right? It's not real, right? But for the 1%, the people who can do something special, then there's a real market for it. And that's where the NFTs get their value.
So what are you most excited about? What sectors, like, where do you think, I mean, especially with the recent crash, there's a lot of considerations, right? People are really bullish on things that now they're scaling back from. So what are you excited about? Well,
first, you know, with crypto, there's a lot of similarities with the stock market. There's an old saying that I've always had in the stock market that everybody's a genius in a bull market.
Yeah.
You know, where when stock prices are going up, everybody will tell you what stocks they're buying, right? When stock prices are going down, everybody gets really, really quiet. And it's the same with crypto. You know, when Ethereum and Bitcoin and some of the others are going up, everybody will tell you how smart they feel. But when they go down, you know, no one wants to say a word. And the reality is you have to look for the utility or the value of any investment that you make. You know, you have to say, why are people buying Bitcoin? In reality, Bitcoin, just like an NFT is a digital version of art, you know, we compared it to the Mona Lisa, Bitcoin is a digital version of gold.
Right.
Gold, you know, people say, well, gold has real value as jewelry. Nobody needs gold jewelry.
Well, I don't know.
People want gold. I know, right? Yeah, right.
No, but I hear you. It's a commodity. Yeah.
Yeah. People like gold jewelry because, you know, it keeps a shine, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of reasons to love gold as jewelry. But if gold jewelry went away, the world wouldn't change. Yeah. You know, and there's a few manufacturing applications, but gold has value because people assign it value. And those types of investments are called store of value. They're kind of like commodities, like you just said. Bitcoin's the same way. It just happens to be digital. It's limited by an algorithm and how many that's created. So there's a scarcity factor. You can't just create it forever. And because of that, and because it's easy to transfer, it's easy in some cases to use for cross-border payments between people in different countries. So there's some utility, but mostly people buy Bitcoin and own Bitcoin like I do because other people own Bitcoin, just like people buy gold. Now you hear a lot of stories. Bitcoin is a hedge to inflation. Gold is a hedge to inflation. It's not. It's not. You know, we're having a lot of inflation right now. Bitcoin ain't going up. We're having a lot of inflation right now. Gold ain't going up. You know, they've bounced around pretty much where they are. And so you've got to understand, if you're buying Bitcoin, it's a store value. And like any store value, gold or otherwise, it's the price is based on supply and demand. When people are selling, more people are selling than buying, it goes down. When more people are buying than selling, it goes up. And again, that's not a whole lot different than the stock market either. You know, tech stocks have gotten crushed worse than Bitcoin and Ethereum.
According to Cuban, Bitcoin is digital gold, a store of value, a commodity with utility and the advantage of scarcity. However, the billionaire entrepreneur disagrees that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. He says the same thing about gold and bases his argument on the fact that both assets have not performed very well all year. However, he notes that both have done better than the stock market. The billionaire also comments on Ether, the native token of the Ethereum blockchain platform. Here's what he has to say about the crypto asset with the second largest market cap.
Ethereum's a little bit different, right? Ethereum has some level of utility where you can use it for transactions. Most NFTs are bought and sold using Ethereum. So in order to buy a Bored Ape for 100 Ethereum, you have to go buy that Ethereum. And so the more demand there is for Bored Apes or the Ape coin or whatever that's based on Ethereum, the more value Ethereum, the token, is going to have. And so when I look at any of my crypto investments, that's the first question I have. What is the core utility of it? What value does it serve? And so that's why I own more Ethereum than I do Bitcoin. Now, that said, again, when all tokens like stocks have some level of speculators in it, right? People who aren't long-term investors, they just want to buy because they think it's going up. And so when a market loses those speculators, and we're losing a lot of them now because interest rates are going up. Because if when you had your choice of putting your hard-earned dollars in the bank and earning 0.1% interest, you're probably going to speculate more. But now that interest rates are going up, people are speculating less. And you can't borrow money to speculate as inexpensively, so they speculate even less. And as a result, stock prices are going down. You know, I own Amazon, I own Netflix. Those prices have gone down more than my Bitcoin and my Ethereum have gone down. But that's just the way it goes. And so, at this point in time, what I'm doing is looking to see, is there anything there that's gotten so cheap that it's time to really take a strong look at starting to buy some. And I've dabbled, when Ethereum gets down under let's say $1,800, I'll buy a little bit. When Bitcoin gets down under 28,000, I'll buy just a little bit, because it's really hard to predict how low it's going to go. So I haven't gone all in yet.
Over the past few years, non-fungible tokens have become increasingly popular, especially with the influx of huge multinational corporations and big-shot Hollywood celebrities. As of press time, the overall NFT market cap is over $12 billion with a 24-hour sales volume of over $14 million. NFT projects like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Moonbirds, and CryptoPunks also continue to attract massive interest from the public. However, many people, even those that invest in cryptocurrencies, are still astonished that people could be throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars at digital collectibles. Regardless, there is no doubt that the NFT industry is here to stay, much like the rest of the crypto space. Do you invest in NFT? What are some of the advantages of digital collectibles? And how do you answer critics who still believe it's a waste of money to pay for a picture that anyone can download on the internet? Please drop your comments as well as your thoughts on Mark Cuban's interview in the comment section below. Also, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We are still trying to get to 150,000 subscribers. So if you are not already subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.